Master Reddit. Subscribe for more videos.
You are teleported into a game of your choice for a month. If you die in the game, you die in real life. But whatever you collect in the game you can keep in real life. Skills, magic, items, pets, clothes. What game do you pick? Lego Worlds. Even if the studs and items don't become real when I return, I'd still have a bunch of Legos. Also, low risk of dying. Half of this thread involves taking over the world and becoming immortal. Meanwhile, this dude is content with possibly getting a ton of Lego and will be happier with the outcome than anyone else on here. Pokémon. So many possibilities. Open a circus or a zoo and charge admission, get rich then retire with my exotic pets. More diabolical plan could be running for president using a psychic Pokémon to help with persuasion, winning people over. Use this for good and make life-saving changes in government. Be able to travel without buying plane tickets or spending hours in transit. Instant teleport. Plus people don't die in Pokémon, so win-win. I'm thinking you could get a Ditto and just as many different Pokémon as possible, breed that Ditto and you could sell eggs or build an army to conquer the world. But what I really want is just a Growlithe, maybe just a few. Portal. For that portal gun, screw participating in the game. Just get the portal gun, and wait. I'd also be interested in those leg attachments that allow one to fall infinite distance with no ill effects. That's worth billions right there. The portal gun is worth trillions. To be honest, I'd want to have the portal stuff mostly for this. The portal gun is pretty cool, but we're not sure how well it would work on regular stuff not coated in moondust. So it would probably be most useful if I had access to enough grinded moon rocks to make a surface on which I can place a reliable portal. Then I'd need spacesuits and also a vacuum chamber to be able to go on the moon to collect more dust. Also, I might get cancer, which kinda sucks. I would say just shoot a portal onto the moon. We all saw how that turned out. I mean, you could help NASA get landers to the moon in exchange for them collecting some moon dust for you. See if it works on Martian dust too, and see if we can use it to get a Mars colony started. After collecting some moon dust and helping out NASA, I'd probably just open a portal between two distant major economic hubs, say, Amsterdam or London and San Francisco, and leave that portal open permanently and charge entry. Instant travel, cheaper than a plane ticket. Even if it doesn't work on Mars dust, it will be much cheaper to launch spacecraft from the moon, and with a portal to the moon you can easily create a spaceship on the moon and launch from there. Then bring enough moondust to Mars to place a new portal there when needed. Space exploration would advance by many decades. It's even better than a space elevator. Goat Simulator. Only right answer. The Sims freeplay, they just don't die. That is kind of smart. You could just learn real-life skills like programming and get a great job because of it. Play chess for a few hours and become a world-class scientist. Checkmate education system. Adventure capitalist or freaking cookie clicker. Why stop at one grandma? Living in cookie clicker would be a fun month. I would probably not want to touch cookies again after living off nothing but cookies for a month. I'd never look at old ladies in the eye afterwards. I would probably require years of therapy. Scribblenauts. Max's notebook would be damn powerful. Great idea. This is one of the most genius ideas. And then I could finally get that big titty goth girlfriend. I may have to make an argument for Neverwinter or Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Some seriously large magic systems. Though arguments could be made for a number of superhero games as well for powers. Anyone who thought of money first didn't think this through well. Superpowers and magic could get you enormous amounts of money after the fact. I was going to say Morrowind, you can learn a lot of magic. Also you can get immunity to disease, aging by doing a little bit of the main quest. And you can become uncontrollably powerful in like an hour by making potions, drinking them and then making another potion that scales off your now boosted stats. Rinse and repeat. This game will make you come in 40 seconds. What do you do with the rest of your month? Oh no, I'm there for a month, my friend. Sims, fuck it, I can get myself a hot wife and the best looking house and be rich as fuck. She only speaks in gibberish. Yay, but the woohoo is great. She just hides under the blanket and moves around a bit. Unless mods are allowed. Terraria, and make it expert just for good measure. Come back to the world wearing a worm scarf riding a UFO. Seems pretty good. Come out with multiple guns, bows, spells, melee weapons, have the capability to summon stardust entities on a whim, armor to deal with all forms of modern technology. You could literally be a god. No Man's Sky. Get a spaceship that can travel between stars in seconds. Sci, probably World of Warcraft. It makes sense. Stay to the old expansion areas and you are unkillable. When you get back you have millions of gold, hundreds of mounts, hundreds of pets, and ungodly power no matter what class you are. So torn between a druid, a priest and a lock. Shapeshifting, mind control, demonic slaves. Lock for the succubus for sure. Obviously Minecraft so I can bring back shitloads of dirt. Bring a 64 cubic meter of dirt for me too. But when you come back you would have like hundreds or thousands of tons of stuff somewhere on you, and your spine would just shatter. Shulker box? It's all fun and games until you get blown the fuck up by a creeper LMAO. Brings back Elytra. Now this is some real shit. Arrives back at Earth, begins placing down souls, sand and wither skulls. Officer, I swear I just wanted a beacon. Witcher 3. With my awesome Gwent skills, I'll be a millionaire. I'll try to avoid the drowners and shit. How about some Gwent? Nods. Fuck. RuneScape. Lots of actually useful skills to learn. Lots of money to be made. Pretty easy to avoid dying in combat, and it would only be made easier because I wouldn't have the stupid click input lag the system has that is actually 10 times harder to deal with than any actual content. Finally found it. Glad someone posted this. RuneScape would also be generally quaint and peaceful if you just set up shop as a Fletcher somewhere in the gnome village or something. So many cool skills, not the least of which are magic. The problem is the 1 month limit. Gonna need to spend a lot of time leveling up. The month limit wouldn't be a problem, think about just how much skilling you can do while playing for a month straight. Your RuneScape character doesn't need to sleep, you as a person do. If we say there's 31 days in a month to give us a little bit more time, then you could be skilling for 744 hours. That's more hours than I have in the game over several years. You'd be totally set to be super op with tons of real-life skills at your disposal when you get out. You'd be like a walking factory. Minecraft. Coming out with multiple cubic meters of pure gold and emeralds, and the strength to carry them. I'd be a god. And nothing says you can't play creative. That was my instant answer. I mostly just play creative peaceful survival, and the amount of gold, diamond, emerald I could collect for myself in that time could crash the entire global economy. That's not even talking about modded Minecraft where materials can mine themselves and collect stuff like copper or platinum. Or the enchanted items you could create and bring back to the real world. Destiny, I'ma get me that necrogasm even though the chances of dying is 99%. I'm a big Destiny player. I was wondering, what does death mean in Destiny? If I'm not in a darkness zone and my ghost can revive me, would I still die in real life? If revivable deaths don't count, I'm in. Doesn't matter if there's a restricted zone or not, all that matters is that your ghost is alive. If it dies, so do you. Leisure Suit Larry, you get to keep that STD from the first one that makes your knob fall off. Homeworld. A self-sustaining colony ship with mining and production facilities of all kinds, research bases, carriers, and a hyperdrive system. I'd never have to work again and could advance technology by millennia. My first thought was Sins of a Solar Empire for the same reason. Conservative estimates of the value of a phase drive are probably in the trillions because whoever controls the design controls asteroid mining, and even after the inevitable market crashes in gold and platinum, it'll still be a ludicrous sum. And that's not even including all the nanotech Vasari, the faction I mained, have. Fuck it, Dark Souls. Depending on what counts as death, Dark Souls could actually be not your worst choice since you are effectively and canonically immortal. So if only final deaths count and you manage to complete all games in the given time, you would come back as an immortal Ubermensch with superior magical skills and a pile of epic stuff for cosplays. So yeah, fuck it, Dark Souls FTW. And when you lose purpose in your immortal life, you don't even need meth or the likes to turn you into a mindless husk, the dark sign does it for you. Animal Crossing. I have never played those games, are there any great items for real life in it? In my Animal Crossing house I have a fully functioning kitchen, all the same appliances etc. There's also tons of clothes, shoes. Wait, so I can have a better life in the game. Let me just stay in the game forever then. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to AskReddit right now by clicking the subscribe button below this video.